Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Rise and Shine. And I am Katie, and I'm really looking forward to waking our body up this morning or whenever you practice this movement practice. So let's go ahead and grab our Accu ball. And you're going to need your Pilates ring for this workout, your band, and you're going to need your roller and blocks and a couple of light weights. Okay, let's get started. So standing tall and rolling out our feet. And if you have water nearby, that's a good thing as well. Lemon water is ideal. So rolling out our feet. Oh, yes. And pressing down different aspects of the foot. Breathing. Nice deep breaths. And then we'll switch sides. So every day, if we made it a habit, it would be really good for us to do a little movement in the morning before we start our day, just to center our mind. We can set an intention for our day, but also just to bring, move blood through the body, oxygen, waking up the body after laying down for 6 to 8 hours versus just getting up and going right into work or right into an activity. It's a really beautiful way to honor the body. Pressing down. And I know that my days always feel better when I start in my mind, when I start with a workout. Okay, so switch to the other foot. We're going to place the ball of the foot on top of the Accu ball, heel on the ground. You're going to feel a stretch in the back of your calf. Breathe into that stretch. And start to reach up through the crown of your head. So the easiest way to think about how do I align my spine? How do I find good posture? It's not by pinching your shoulders back behind you. That's a big one that people do, or try to adjust their pelvis. We want to lift up through the crown of the head. And the moment we do that, everything aligns and you can feel it. The core muscles kick in, the glutes want to activate slightly, and we're reaching up. And then we want to anchor down slightly through the side of our body. So rather than having our shoulders here, they're anchoring down. And we're also at the same time lifting up through the crown of the head. So you can see in my posture the difference versus even when I don't draw these down, you can see, and then draw these down. It's small, but it makes a big difference in the body. And then, or I'm not lifting up through the crown of my head. Let's switch sides. So ball of the foot on top, heel down. Now I'm going to try to find my posture by adjusting my shoulder blades. So people like to pull their shoulders back. See how that pops my chest? That puts a lot of pressure on my lower back. It doesn't feel good at all. So reaching up through the crown of the head, naturally the chin will come in towards the throat and the back of your neck will start to lengthen, which is ideal. And the ribs and all the muscles around the ribs and the belly start to pull in. Right. We're going to do a little shake, creative movement. Breathing, inhale and exhale, shaking the hands, hips, arms overhead. That's it. Bounce and shake, bounce and shake. This is better than a shot of caffeine, right? Ideally, you don't have your coffee before a workout. If you want it after, that's better. Ideally, you're drinking water throughout our workout. Hips or lemon water before the workout. Hips and shoulders get wacky and weird. Don't worry, no one's looking. Or maybe someone is looking. You get to challenge the ego that might say, this is weird. It's not. It's fun. That little judging mind of ours, you can just observe it. It's not simply not true. And good. Whew, shake it off. Shake it off like you've got, like you just kind of like rolled in dirt and you want to shake it all off. Get it off your body. Good. Bring your arms up and shake. Jiggle the bum. And release. All right, we're gonna, oh, it feels so good. So we just stimulated a lot of energy. And now we're gonna twist. We stimulate a lot of energy to free up any blockages. There's many different meridians that run through our body. And if we are storing any emotion, trauma, stress, can block the energy flow. So we shake like that. We free up those blockages. Energy can flow. And what happens when that starts flowing? We feel better, right? We always feel better when we have energy moving through our body, just like a river. Nice, easy flow of a river versus all dammed up. Yeah. And then we're more clear in our mind. We're more capable of aligning with our higher consciousness and making better choices for ourselves. So you see the ripple effect that this has just in our movement practice, right? Our physical movement practice will then affect our mental body, our emotional body, our spiritual body, all connected. Come back and inhale the arms up, sweep the arms up, and then sweep the arms back down. So gliding through the shoulders and the shoulder blades. You might feel some like crickety cracks that can happen. The other great thing about working out in the morning like this is we consciously breathe deeper. We bring in more oxygen. We bring in more energy for our day. We clear the cobwebs. We clear the bad dreams we might have had, or sort of like, if we're feeling a little groggy in the morning. Inhale, come up. We flush that grogginess out. Move in opposite direction. Right arm forward, left arm back. A couple more and then we'll switch. And switch. And back to center. We're going to kick heel to bum. Pillow hamstring. So back of legs. Back of thighs. If you're sitting all day or sitting for most of the day, we want to warm up our hamstrings. We want to strengthen our hamstrings. And then we're going to march. Hip flexors and core. So pull the belly button in, stand tall, and shift back into your heels more. 3, 2, 1. Arms up, and we're going to circle the leg out to the side, through, and again, back out to the side. Two, and 1. And we'll switch out to the side. Circling and balancing. 2, and 1. So we were going out, so now we're going to go round and in. So switch direction. I love this one for the core. This asymmetrical pattern, movement pattern, is encouraging the opposite side to work, to stabilize. And the side that's working is working a little different than the stabilizer side. So this is how we walk. We don't walk on both legs. We walk on one leg. So we need to practice and train the body to be able to stabilize when the other leg is doing something different. Balance. I train all different ages one-on-one on Zoom, strength and Pilates. And it's really amazing to see, like, it's not really about the age, it's just about, do we practice these movement patterns? Because people who have no balance and all of a sudden have amazing balance, and then younger clients come in, and my older clients actually have better balance than the younger clients. So it's not about age, it's about, do we practice these movement patterns enough that the body feels confident with them? Arms out to the side. Good. Lift that leg out to the side. Yeah, I have my a couple that I train, my oldest clients. They just rock balancing on one leg with their eyes closed. It's just really tricky. And in fact, let's try it together. I haven't tried it in a while. I've been meaning to, so let's try that together. So we're going to go back on an angle, upper bum, and switch. But it takes different stages of strength training to get to that point of even being able to approach standing on one leg with your eyes closed. That can bring up a lot of fear for people. And bring it out to the side. Good. So you're going to feel, again, both legs are working, but in a different manner. And then back behind you, upper bum. Two and one. Good. Give me a little shake. Shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, let's try it. Okay, join me. So we're going to hold our left knee up. We're going to hold our left knee up and close our eyes. So when we're balancing on one leg with our eyes closed, we have to shift our focus. And I like to encourage everyone that I work with to shift your focus away from your ankle that's wobbling and to your core, to the center around the belly button. Whoa. Yes, so it's pretty fascinating because you know that you can stand on one leg. The moment you close your eyes, it almost feels like we're brand new at this. Make sure you're firing up the glute of the standing leg. Okay, we're going to switch sides. And quiet your mind. You can always put the lifted leg down or open your eyes if you sort of feel like you're falling over. And release. Whew, it's so good for the brain. Okay, come to the ground. So make sure you have all your exercise toys nearby because we're going to use them. So don't come to the ground yet. We're going to do one more thing standing. We're going to take our Pilates ring and place it on the inside of your ankle or lower leg. Arm out to the side. If you don't have a Pilates ring, then you can do your traditional TikToks. And you're going to TikTok from heel to heel, foot to foot. And you're sort of this like solid unit. I always think of the Nutcracker when they pick the ballerina up and they're a solid unit and put them down. So we're going to make ourselves really strong. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go a little slower. So pause, and then over and pause. We're approaching slippery, icy season. Ankle stability is key for this season. Who am I kidding? It's key for all seasons. When we're hiking in the summer, we're navigating rocks. When we're hiking or walking in the winter, we're navigating ice, snow, slippery. Whoop, and release. Sometimes we fall over. Okay, bring the ring to the outside of your ankle. So your feet are on the inside. So now we're going to work the outer hips. And this is really firing up, right? So if you don't have a ring, that's okay. You can just continue. You can work with your toes out, working in your external rotation. You can work with your toes in. Try to find a pause. It's really hard. Just stabilize. But that's our goal, is to find that pause and stabilize. And you might have one leg that's better. And this is working from our ankle all the way up through the side of our body. Really firing up all the muscles so that they work together like a team. And when we can't hold the balance and we can't hold ourselves, it's because one of the team players isn't doing their job properly, essentially. They need to fire up. And then another team player has to compensate and work harder, and eventually that can lead to injury or misalignment in the body. So we're trying to encourage the side body, the hip, all the muscles around the knee and the ankle, all of them to show up here. Reach out through the crown of your head, get long. That's really key. And release. Woo, that does the trick. So you should feel how it really fired up. Shake that out. If you were using your ring, that should really fire up, the outer hips. And with the ring on the inside, fires up the inner hip or the inner thigh. Come onto your back. And we're going to situate ourselves here, bringing our pelvis into neutral position. Lower belly to spine. Small curve in your lower back. Take a few deep breaths. And then bring your hands behind your head. I'm going to ab curl up and down. So we're maintaining neutral pelvis while curling our upper spine. Pulling the belly button down. 2. And 1, hold it up, reach towards your heels. Bring your right leg up in a tabletop and left. We're going to go right leg down and left. If this is too much for your neck, which it is for mine, bring your head back down. And if you want to try it again, because we are working the muscles in the front of the neck, which is a good thing, but you don't want to hurt. It shouldn't hurt or like start to seize up. And if that happens, then relax the head again. You can try again, really using your core to help keep you up here as well. We'll shift away the work from the front of your neck. 2 more. 1 more. And release. Glue the knees together, arms out to the side, and then rock your knees over to the left and to the right. Guiding the movement with your core, pressing down firmly through your hands, pulling your ribs down. 3, 2, 1. Point your toes to the ceiling, bend your knees. Point and flex. Working the front of your legs, stretching through the back of the legs. 3, 2, and 1. Keep the toes pointed, open up into splits, double cross. 1, 2. Open. 1, 2. Open. 1, 2. 1, 2. Leading with the right leg. And now switch and lead with the left. One more. And release. Good work. Grab your ring or something to squeeze between your thighs, perhaps a block or a pillow. We're going to squeeze in and out, continuing to work inner thighs. Maintaining neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Affirming up your deep core muscles. So you have a muscle, the deepest foundational core muscle that acts like a corset. It wraps around and inserts on your spine. So you want to really firm that up. So imagine you're tightening up a corset, running around your body, wrapping around your body. 3, 2, 1. Hold the knees together. Lift the hips up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the hips up. Knees in and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right. Grab your band. Place it above your knees. Okay, so we're going to go hips up and then pressing out into the band, working the outer hips, keeping the hips up, belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips halfway down, all the way up, halfway down. Keep some tension in the band, so pulling the knees out to the side, not too far that you misalign your knees with your ankles. You don't want them too far out. 1 more. And release. Good. Keep the band on. We're going to bring the legs up into tabletop and down, pressing into the band. Lots of core work. You decide how low you reach your heels. The main thing is I do not want you to feel any pain in your lower back. So if you are, then you're going too far. So maybe you just move an inch away from you, just a couple inches like this, working up. Because even as the knees go away an inch, I can feel how much my core has to fire up. So it requires a lot of deep core muscles. And release. Take the band off. Coming over onto your side. Grab a block for underneath your head. And a weight for your top arm. Shoulder stability. Widen through your sit bones. Lift your top arm up and down. And up. And down. And up. 5, 4, pulling from the back of the shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up and circle. Circle. 3, 2, 1, and switch. 3, 2, 1, and now internally rotate the arm and externally, internal, external. Waking up the rotators in the shoulder joint. And now we're going to bring that arm down and up. Down. 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to go internal rotation and external rotation. If the weight's too heavy, you can drop the weight. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Coming up into side plank. On the side, elbow and feet. Stacking your feet, lifting your hips up, and hold. If you want to make it harder, you can lift your top leg. If you want to make it harder, bring your top leg in front of you, rotate towards the earth, and then come back. Rotate your hips and core towards the earth, and come back. And again, and release. All right, we're going to come up and over to the other side. Okay, so stacking your arms and your legs, alligator arm, we're pulling, and we're tightening our upper core always, firming up the core. That's the foundation. So when that's strong, everything else is strong. And lifting up from the back of the shoulder. Two more. One more. And then circle the arm, little circles. Three, 2, 1, and switch. And we go internal rotation, external rotation. Three, 2, and 1. Lower down and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to go elbow in and out. 2, 1, and release. Coming up into side plank. Look at that, time flies. We're almost at the end. All right, coming up into side plank. You can come from your knees. If that feels better. Lifting your top leg if you want to try that. Or bringing your top leg in front. And you're going to shift towards the ball of the feet as you rotate and then come back. Rotate towards the ball of the feet. Also rotating the pelvis towards the earth. Much harder for the obliques. Oh, I love that challenge. One more. And release. All right. Let's finish here with one more exercise. One of my favorites. Okay, so hands in front. Flex your feet. We're going to roll ourselves down. And you can come up halfway or all the way to seated and back down slow. And again. And now staying up. Hold here. Hold. If you have your Pilates ring, I want you to squeeze it. Firing up your chest muscles. Keep holding. Ribs in. 3, 2, 1, and release. Whew. All right, come stand up. Let's just shake that out a little bit. Awesome. Way to warm up your body for your day. Shake it out. Whew. Yeah, all right. Wonderful. Well, Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon.